Hello learners, welcome to Triaright. Today we will be learning about the IDE or IDE such as Eclipse, IntelliJ and NetBeans etc. which supports Java. So what is an IDE? IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. They are the basic tools in which have the language, which have the packages and different structures already built in. So a software that provide comprehensive tools for code writing, debugging, compiling, and running effects, deployment, etc. These are all the features that are contained in IDE. So we will go on to the features of IDE. The IDE provides for code writing. They are the basic things for code writing, where code can be very much easily written because we have the interface. They have the interface for writing the different codes. They are the syntax. They provide for syntax highlighting. The syntax highlighting can be easily done. They have the auto completions, like they have the auto completions for like IntelliSense, and the code formatting can be easily done, and identification can be probably very much easily done. Now coming on to the compiling, they have the compiling, that is the interpreter integrations features also. This feature help us in compile or interpret code directly with the IDs within the IDs. These codes can be easily very much easily compiled, and they can be very much easily interpreted within the IDs. Now they highlight the different errors present in our programs, and they have the debuggers also. The features can be the features one it can be a debugger. They have the set points. They set the points, different points, breakpoint. They set the different breakpoints, and they step through code. They step through the code, that is step in, step over, and step out. Now, similarly, it can inspect variables and memories. Different variables and memories which are present in the program, they can be very much easily inspected, and uh, uh, they can be very much easily inspected. Yeah. Now they have the built-in automation tools. Built-in automation tools means they are the integration features. In these features are already built in with the IDEs, within the IDE tools like Maven, Gradle, and these features are already built in with the IDEs. And now they are automated completion and deployment. They are automated completion and are all and deployment. And now coming on to one of the most important features, that is version control integration. They have the version control integration, that is the Git, the SVN, and Murky and the Mercurial support. It supports Git, SVN, and Mercurial support. And they also follows commit, push, run, merge directly from the IDK. We can very much easily commit, push, pull, or merge directly in the within the IDs. Now coming on to the Git build, Git design tools. These are also features of these IDs. They drag and drop interface builders from GUI applications, and one of the features is code navigation. Do this code navigation, they go to definitions and declarations of the various lines. Now coming on to the lines or methods and programs that are followed in our particular programs, and coming on further, they find different uses and references, and code outline and structure overview are also very much easily done in this through this node code navigations. And now the coming out the feature of refactoring tools. This feature help us rename symbols. They extract methods and classes, and underline the variables. They help us in underlining the variables also. Now, testing tools integration is also a feature which help us in unit testing. They help us in unit testing, network support. They help us in unit testing, frameworks, network support. And coming on to the test runners with reports, they also help us in test runners with reports. And one of the features is plugins and extension support. They are the market for adding features. And the language support, they support different languages, themes, and tools. And the project management is also a features. They help us in project explorer. They help us in exploring the different. They have the different project explorer which help us in exploring the different projects and navigating through them. And they have the multiple project support. They have the multiple project support here. And coming on to the other features, they have the project management. Here the project management can be also done, which I already told. They have the different project explorer and the navigator and multi support. They support multi project support, which I've already discussed. And now the terminal, they have a feature called terminal command line access. They have a features called terminal or command line access, which is built-in terminal and execute commands. They have the built-in terminal and the built-in commands. Following on to why do we use this IDE development? Why do we, now coming further, why do we use this IDE development? The code editor, which they are the code editor with syntax highlighting. For various code, we have the code editor, which perform various syntax highlighting for the different code parts. And now they have the auto completions and code suggestions. They provide for the different auto completion and the various code suggestions. Now they have they are built-in debuggers. They have the debuggers which are already built in the IDs, and the integrated build tools. They have the very and different built-in tools like Marvin, Gradle support, and export jar exports. They export the different jar files and deployment features and suppose deployment features. Now coming on to the further, because we use them because of testing unit like testing, they support the various testings like JUnit. They have the various code supporters like JUnit. Now coming on to the next topic, we have the different popular Java IDs. We have the different popular Java IDs like Eclipse, which we have already used. And coming on to here, they have the features of open source. They have the plugin, which is very much rich, and enterprise supports. So they are very much they support very different and various large variety of support enterprise supports. So coming on to the further, we have the different IntelliJ IDE. There is a different IntelliJ IDE, which is commercial and community editions, which is a commercial and community edition, which is smart and coding, and which is also a smart coding and performs very much faster IDE, which is a very much faster IDE. So here the performance is very much fast. And coming on to the next IDE, which is NetBeans. Here it is a Apache NetBeans. NetBeans, which supports Apache NetBeans, and they're good for Java EE, which is enterprise environment. Yeah. Now coming on to the Eclipse IDE. These are fast and open source. They're highly customizable with plugins. They are highly customizable. We can very much easily customize all the codes here with the plugins, and they have the various built-in supports such as Java, Marvin, and Gradle. Git integration they provide for Git integration, and Java Java E and web tools can be easily built in here. And now they have the deployment support. They provide for various deployment supports such as export. They have the enable JR. These exports that enable JR, and they have integration with application servers. They are very much and fully integration with application servers, and they provide for various built-in automations with Marvin Gradle. Built-in automation with Marvin or Gradle. Now the common uses. Now coming on to the common uses, Java. The common uses of these IDs are that Java. They are the enterprise for the various apps. The various Java different. These are the enterprise for various Java different apps, and they are academic and research products. Where various academic and research projects can be easily done on them. And this IntelliJ IDE. Now coming on to the IntelliJ IDE, that is developed by JetBeans. They are developed by the JetBeans with the help of JetBeans, and they have the two editions. Which are community editions, that is free. They have which has the free Java, Kotlin, or Android. These features are free on them. And Ultimate Edition, they have one more edition called Ultimate Edition, which is paid, which provides for features like full stack web and Spring, which provides for features like full stack web and Spring. Now they have a very code assistance, smart code assistance, provide for very much smart code assistance, and such smart code assistance such as advanced auto completion, refactoring tools. They have the various refactoring tools and code inspections. They provide very much easier code inspections, and other features of IntelliJ IDE can be deployment support. They provide for various deployment support, which is artifact like jar or war creation. Jar and war creation can be very much easily artifacted by them. And coming on to the build tools integrated seamlessly. Coming on to the deployment support, which can very much easily support build tools integrated seamlessly. And one more feature is application server integration, which can be very much easily deployed, which is very much easily supported here. in this IntelliJ IDE. Their common uses of IntelliJ IDE are the Spring Boot applications. Spring Tool applications, Spring Boot applications can be very much easily done on them. They support various Spring Boot applications and Android development. Then Android development can be very much easily done on this IntelliJ IDE, and they provide large-scale commercial projects. Large-scale commercial project, which is very much useful for our nowadays environment. This and IDE, we are coming on to the IDE deployment tool summary. Coming on to the IDE deployment tool summary, we have the various different IDEs and we have the different summaries we have provided. Now we have the Maven, which is this Maven and Gradle support. This can be very much done with the Eclipse. This can be very much easily done, supported, done, and so that is very much easily supported by this Eclipse. And with the intelligent ID, these features are already built in the intelligent ID. And for the Java support, which is a feature, also a feature, this ID, this Eclipse supports this, this IDE, this Eclipse IDE, which it supports jar export and intelligent idea. They are also support this supports artifact of this jar export. And coming on to the Git integration, features of Git integration, this can be very much easily done on this Eclipse also and IntelliJ also, as they are the built-in features in this IntelliJ IDEA. And coming on to the application servers, coming on to this application servers feature, yeah, the Eclipse supports them. The Eclipse very much easily supports them, and intelligent IDEA it too supports them. Yeah. Now the deployment wizard. Now coming on to the deployment wizard, we have the basic. They are the basics for this. They are the basics in Eclipse. In Eclipse to support them, and they are basics in Eclipse, and they are very much advanced and user friendly in Eclipse in intelligent IDEA. These deployment wizards are very much advanced and are user friendly in this intelligent IDEA. And the best practices. Now coming on to the best practices when we are using these IDEs, we have the use version control, the Git and IDE inside IDE, and we have configuration built-in tools. They have the various different configuration built-in tools like Maven and Gradle. They have the other features called regularly clean and rebuild features. They regularly clean and rebuild the projects, which are very much commonly done made by us. And we use this IDE shortcut to boost productivity. Use IDE shortcuts to boost productivity, as we don't want to write or compile each and every part. So we just use shortcuts to boost this productivity. And the export executable jars for deployment. They support export executable jars for deployment. Now coming on to the end, we have studied here that IDs. They have their ID. There are various IDs for our jars for our Java programs like Intel IDs like in Eclipse and IntelliJ IDEs. They are essential tools for jar app development and deployment. There are various and essential tools in jar app development and deployment. They support they simplify coding, testing, and packing and deployment tasks. The coding, testing, packing, and deployment tasks can be very much easily performed on these IDEs. As these IDEs have very built-in libraries and various other features built in them. The choice dependence on project needs. They have the various choice depends on the project needs. Both are widely expected in industry, which are widely accepted in industry. The industries nowadays. They support they are widely they are they are acquiring high dependence and different for these IDs for these now the industries they require large dependence and project needs, which are widely accepted in industries. Now coming to the end, we'll meet in the next class. So thanks.